everyone. Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. Today is Monday, September the 7th, I think. Yes, Monday the 7th. Labor Day Monday. Hi, Shannon. So, thank you for joining me today. As I said, my name is Marianne Cowan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada, where the skies are very dark and it's very windy. Actually, about half an hour ago, a tree fell across the road. But some of the neighbors got it all chopped up. Hi, Monique. Hi, Barb. So before we start, just a few commercials. Hello Pumpkin. If you want to get the September one, you have to subscribe by September 10th. And it looks like a really cute one with pumpkins. And although they say it's treat bags, you can easily turn it into cards. And I will do a Facebook Live showing you that. It's got some really cute little cutouts. And they all come with a stamp set and all the materials that you need to complete the projects. It's actually a great price. It's a great deal. It's $30. That includes delivery right to your door once a month. You can subscribe, cancel anytime, put it on hold for a month if you're going away. Anyways, great program. And Fall Stamp Camp is full, but I still have spots available in the Christmas extravaganza, October 17th, 10 to 3. We'll be online for part of that time, but it's all recorded, so you don't need to worry about that. It's still $65 before September 20th. And anyone who registers by the early bird will get this free stamp set in addition to all the other freebies. A Merry Hello. It's really cute. It's a hostess set, so you actually can't purchase it. Everybody also gets a pack of the Wonder of the Season cards and envelopes, 20 in here. We'll be using some of them, but not all of them. We'll also be making 6 Christmas tags, a 3D project, a Christmas treat holder, always lots of fun stuff in my Stamp Camp to go. The fall one I'm just packaging up, and it's so fun. And of course there's chocolates. And what I'm really excited about is my breast cancer fundraiser. I do this every year. Usually people come to my house, but I'll just show you quickly what it includes. Hopefully this is in the screen. So you're going to get the materials to make 8 cards, 2 of each design. I'm just going to show you sneak peeks. There'll be other things that'll be surprises. So you do need the stamp set to complete this, and that's included in the price. And then if you want to add on the die cuts, the die set, you can get the bundle price. It's just so pretty. This that balmy blue paper is to die for. So you'll get all the materials, everything's prepped. You have to stamp, but everything else is done. I won't do your bows because I'm giving you the ribbon. So I know some of you are sad, but and you get this bonus card. It ties up with a bow here, and then you open it up. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. So you get one of it. This is a bonus one, like a wow card. You get 2 sheets of each of the papers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's one missing. There are 6 papers. So you get 2 sheets of each. So you get a quarter of a pack of paper. It's included in the price. And 2 6x6 of balmy blue, and those you're not using for the projects I'm giving you, so you can use them after. You'll get a little pack with 2 meters of the snowflake ribbon, which is so pretty, 2 meters of the sheer pool party, some of the snowflake gemstones, the blue gemstones, and the other polka dot tulle ribbon as well. I just didn't have any left after I made this card. And you get a Wink of Stella, and you get 3 of these little star ornaments. Anyways, it's a great deal. You get over $65 worth of products. This is the stamp set. That's included in the $75. And then if you want to add on the bundle, then it's $115. So I'm covering the tax and the shipping for all your products. And everything, all the proceeds go to Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation. So I really encourage you to purchase that. I know a lot of people have already. I have a goal of 35 kits and I'm about halfway there. Hi Diane. So if you've bought one, thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe you could invite a friend to buy one and then you could do it together on Facebook Live or Zoom. All right, today I have a fun little project. We're going to make a card and a box. And I'll show you the cards we made yesterday. I'm keeping on the same theme. This was the first one. Golden leaves, chilly air, autumn beauty everywhere. I love it with the little wheelbarrow. Oh my gosh. These are cards that are like little scenes as opposed to just, you know, stamping flowers on a card. And they're so fun to make. I just love this. And then this one was just all pumpkins, same greeting. I did a little 3D pumpkin, a little wheelbarrow, and then some other pumpkins. Anyways, they were very fun to make. And today we're going to be using the same set. So that was Autumn Goodness, and it comes with coordinating dies. But I told you yesterday that we're going to use the picket fence today. I just couldn't help myself. And then we are using the pumpkins again from the Gathered Together set, which was a carryover from last year. So this is just the pumpkins we're using today. All right, we'll put the box aside because we'll make that second. So for the card, I'm using Sahara Sand, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 or in half. And I couldn't help it. We're using Plaid Tidings again, 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll go ahead and put this on. I filled up my seal. I certainly go through a lot of this stuff. All right, so let's just go ahead and put this on. It matches this Sahara Sand beautifully. I wanted a kind of muted color because of how I'm going to design the front piece. So then we have another piece that's 3 by 4, and then I've brought in So Saffron, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And yesterday's cards are already up on my blog. I was feeling inspired last night, so I got them all done. So if you need any of the measurements from yesterday, this one is similar in design. All right, so this is what this is going to look like. Now, here's our little white picket fence. It's so cute, and you probably can't see, but it actually has wood grain embossed, so it cuts and embosses. Whoever's designing their die cuts lately needs a raise because they are incredible. I was thinking of using the wooden planks after I die cut it, and then when I die cut it, I realized it already has the texture in it to make it look like wood. Hi, Phyllis. All right, so this is going to go across. So I left it on to show you how big it is. So this was 3 by 4. So this is 4 inches, the width of a card. So it has a little bit of wiggle room, so I'm going to cut these off. And that's going to go here. So I wanted to use a color of paper that will show off my little flowers, but wasn't just plain white. Now we're using a little field of sunflowers. So I went ahead so you didn't have to sit here and watch me like you did yesterday. And I'm going to adjust the height. I'm just kind of playing now. So I went ahead and made 3 of them, but we're going to have 4. So we'll make the last one together, then we're going to add a pumpkin and our little greeting. Maybe down here somewhere. So to make the flowers, you take the small bloom punch. I think that's what it's called. Small bloom punch. I'm using So Saffron. You cut, this is what I do, you don't have to do this. You do 2 of them for each flower. So for the back one, I'm cutting it just once up in each petal. And then for the front one, I didn't do this yesterday, but I tried it today and I like it. I'm doing twice. So each petal turns into 3 petals. And it does not have to be exact, believe me. I posted actually pictures on my face well, where you are right now, of my sunflowers. Actually, a couple of them were from last year. Now, just go and just mess it around so it has a bit of fold and texture into it. There's so many different kinds of sunflowers. I'd never seen those really frilly ones before. They're so pretty. Okay, this is the front one. I'm going to put a glue dot on and attach it to the back one, offsetting it so that it's kind of between the other petals. Now for my center, I have, is this one embossed? No. Oh, here it is. So this is actually a 3/8 inch punch that I bought for some other little project I'm working on. This is the 1/2 inch one. That's the 3/8, and that's 1/4 inch. Now, what I also did to make it look more authentic is I ran my piece of early espresso through the embossing machine using the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. And then it looks like little seeds, exactly like it does on sunflowers. I just thought it looked pretty. So we're going to add that to the middle. Now, to get it in the middle, I always put it down first before I press it really hard, because actually every other time I've done it, it hasn't been quite in the middle. All right, now that that's in there, I'm going to push up my little petals again. All right, so that's good. Then we have a stem, and honestly, all I did, you can use your paper cutter, but I just took a piece of this and then just, well, longer, and then just cut it up. This is for the leaves. For the leaves, I just go like this. Pick a point across from where you're starting. That's a bit big, so I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. And then you just go, so there's my point across. I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. So there's our 2 leaves. I'm sure there's a die cut somewhere that's got leaves, but I don't know if it has leaves this small. Then what I did is I took, let's take Mossy Meadow, light, the small end. I think I used Old Olive on that one. I'll show you Mossy Meadow so you can see the difference. And we're just adding some veins to the leaves. And that'll fade off a bit. So I'm going to add my flower to my stem. And then I'm going to add my leaves. I'm going to wait and add my leaves because I want them all different heights. All right, let's go back now. And I'm not going to put my fence on till last. So, oh, before we do that, we're going to make a little 3D pumpkin, and we'll do that now because I want to see where everything's going to line up. So, yesterday I showed you how to do this. You cut out 3 of the pumpkins. They are fairly symmetrical, but the stems aren't. So for the back 2, I cut off the stems. You can see this one, I left the stem. So that's the top one. This is going to go here, and this is going to go here. And I'm just going to use seal because it's actually quite sticky. I'm quite impressed. Then you put them all down to the base and press them together at the bottom. Remember, it doesn't have a stem. Okay, there we go. And just make sure you get the top on the top because I'm not sure how symmetrical it is the whole way down. So line them up on the bottom. All right, there we go. And I wanted that now because I'm going to have all the sunflowers, and I'm going to have the pumpkin here at the side in front of the sunflowers. So that's going to be there. So we've got, well, I wanted to know how far over to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our little pumpkin. Oh, so cute. All right, I'm going to pull this off. And I'm going to put, don't let me forget to add my leaves. You could add Wink of Stella to all your flowers. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take me too long. And I think I'm going to use white glue. That's a lot. It does give me a bit of wiggle room though. And I don't care if you can see the stems or not. So this one's going to go a little bit further. A little bit further down, that's what I started to say. Okay, that's about halfway. This one can stay nice and tall. You saw from my pictures how tall mine are. That was this year. The picture of me in there was this year. You can tell by my hair. This one I want kind of in between. And then we'll go back and put the leaves on. So my sunflowers, the one that I was standing in, those are easily 9 feet. But the flowers aren't very big, which is funny. All right, that looks good. Now we're gonna go put our fence on. And you could have tried to hide all your stems, but really, I'm not that interested in that. So I'm just using my white glue because it's easiest to put on here. Hi, Phyllis Baskin. Thank you for joining. It's cute, eh, Shannon? It's like this, the field of sunflowers that you go and see that you're not supposed to walk in, and I totally get it. Okay, so that's going to go there. Then we're going to put this here, and I went for white just because of the color tones I'm using. I'm just going to go, oh no, I'm going to do something else first. We're going to, oh, let's add my leaves. Yeah, that's right. I love doing cards like this. They're like little projects. Okay, so for this, we need a bow and we need our little tendrils. I went ahead and did them this time. So to do these little tendrils, you just take a really skinny piece of green. I just cut them. Then take something small like this. I would even do it a bit skinnier than that. And you just roll it around. A pencil's too big, I think, but you can go to do whatever you like. If you have the bigger pumpkin punch, then a pencil's good. So you just make little tendrils. I like them a bit smaller though. So I'm actually going to put it on the back. So I'm going to put a glue dot back there. I'm just putting it behind the pumpkin. And Shannon on the stove is cooking tomato corn soup. I was looking for something to do with all my tomatoes, and Shannon suggested tomato corn soup, which I've never made before. So I'll let you know. Actually, I've been tasting it. It's yummy. So I'm putting 2 little tendrils. You can put as many as you want, or none if you don't want any. Now you could pop this up as well, but that might be overkill. Okay, I also want to add this little bow. It's linen thread. All right, this is darn cute, if I may say so myself. I actually want to put snail so that it sticks right away. Put it kind of in between 2 of them. All right, and then I have a little greeting that I cut out of the same color paper. I stamped it with Cajun Craze and used the Stitch So Sweetly, the very smallest of the dies. And I'm going to pop it up. I don't exactly know where I want it yet because I don't want to hide the whole fence. Okay, let me put this on first because I'm going to pop this up. You could definitely use those adhesive sheets I showed you yesterday, but I'll just use these. It's quicker. Is anyone doing anything fun today? It was nice this morning. It's hotter than I thought it was. It's a good day to be. I actually did some housework, did some laundry, had it on the line, and it was blowing away. It was so windy. Okay, that looks good. Now I just don't know where I want this, because I don't want to hide the whole fence. That looks kind of silly. I'm going to leave it off for now because it looks cute here, but it kind of hides the whole fence, which I don't like. I know, and the fence is adorable. So we'll just leave this right here because maybe we'll put it on our next project. All right, so that's the card. And now we're going to make a little treat box to go with it. And this is what's going to go inside. Ghirardelli Square Milk Chocolate Caramel. Yummy. If you are in fall stamp camp, you might find some of these. I got them at the outlet place if anyone's looking. Half price. And they're already cheap there, so. All right, so that's our card. The next thing we're going to make is a little box. So I'm going to grab my scoring tool. So I'm just going to put the card way out of the way for a second. If you don't have a scoring tool, you should get one. My paper is, I have measurements over here, 8.5 by 5.5. First score mark is on the long side. Get my cheat sheet here. I'll put it right here. On the long side, so this is the long side, we go landscape and portrait. So long side, 1 inch, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. Then short side, or portrait, 1 and 4.5. Or 1 on each side, but it's easier just to go 1 and 4.5. All right, so those are our measurements. Just grab all my pieces here. Boxes are so easy to make. Don't be afraid of boxes. This is the greeting I'm using for this one. This one might look better on that, on the card. We'll check in a minute. All right, if you want the measurements, there they are. Take your bone folder, and we're just going to fold all the seams, or all our, wherever we scored. All right, now we're going to cut on each side up to the 1 inch fold mark. Turn it around. Same thing on the other side. All right, now we're going to take 2 tabs off and just pick one end and take the tabs off is what I'm going to say. I'm angling it just ever so slightly because it's going to tuck inside the box. All right, that's all. That's it, that's all. I'm going to get my Stamp and Seal Plus for this. So just to give you an idea of what the box is going to look like. Going to fold in like this, like this, like this, and then tuck in. And we can put a little ribbon around it if you want. You could cut these off too if you want. You can try to fit them inside, but it will be tight. Okay, let's just get our box together first. So, my little trick is you always put it near the fold. And you hope you're putting it in the right places. That's my other goal. Little silicone mats are very handy. I think my tape runner is messed up a little bit. It's kind of shooting out the sides, but that's okay. So that's my front. So this is going to go in like this. You match up the side. You could also use tear and tape if you want. Voila. Now, if you're going to leave the flaps like this, you'll want to make sure that you're putting a ribbon around it. I'll just show you how I'm designing it, and then I'll figure out about the ribbon because I actually didn't have that. Same, this is matching to the card. So the DSP is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. Then we have our little picket fence. And then for this one, we're just going to do 1 flower and 1 white pumpkin and 2 orange pumpkins. So nothing 3D. And I didn't add the leaves yet because I wasn't quite sure how far down this was going to go. So I'm thinking right about there. So I'm going to put the leaves on after, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this first. Just use Stamp and Seal. What is wrong with me today? So we center this. I did, now I got a hair stuck in it. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's cute. Okay, this is bugging me because I didn't really plan on a ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these, and let's see if that works. Because right now they're a bit too big to tuck inside, so I'm just going to chop them. Yeah. Ooh, we mustn't forget our Ghirardellis. 2 Ghirardellis. The other thing I had is those little cosmic brownies, which fit, but they're a bit tight. And I also tried these Lindor. Not bad, but a bit tall. Actually, they're pretty good. A bit tall. So you could probably, and these are the caramel ones too, you could probably put 3 of these inside, or the Ghirardellis. Just so you know what fits. You could fit 3 Ghirardellis, but that's a lot of Ghirardellis. Okay, now we're going to have our fence. But first our flower. And I was thinking of trying to make it so that the leaves, I guess it doesn't really matter if it goes over top. I was saying I was going to make it so that the leaves kind of hung over the fence, but that might be just a little too much. And I'm just going to line up the fence with the paper, not with the whole lid of the box. Luckily this glue dries clear. So basically we're going, oh, my husband's back in, I'm just going to close the door. I'm going to go ahead and put the fence on, and then I'll add the leaves. So just a little bit of glue, and I'm sure I don't need to put it on every one of these. This would be such a cute little back to school gift for a teacher. I saw something on Facebook saying it's International Leave a Bottle of Wine on Any Educator You Know's Doorstep. And I thought, yes, that's true. It's a bit of a crazy time to be going back to the classroom. But our teachers are amazing, so, and everyone who works at the schools, the educational assistants, everybody. There. See, I wanted it kind of over top of the fence. Maybe just for that leaf. But this would be a really cute little teacher gift, I think. All right, there we go. Now for our pumpkin, I'm going to do the same thing and I just colored it with green. You know how sometimes I like to put another stem on top, but I didn't do that this time. So I'm just kind of bending it back and adding it to the glue dot in the back. Just kind of uncurling it a little bit. You can just push it down to see how you like it. I'm going to do that flat down. So I think snail. Seal, I should say. Seal. And then I'm going to pop up these ones. And we're going to add a bow to the pumpkin. Don't let me forget. It'd be cute to put Wink of Stella on the pumpkin. Let's try that. Where's my Wink of Stella? Obviously you can put it on the sunflower, but sunflowers typically are not sparkly. However, anything can be sparkly. Let's try. All right, now we have our little pumpkins that we'll put in front. And then I did just a single bow. The last one I did was a double, meaning I doubled the thread over. I'll show you in a second. All right, now I had this little thankful, but I'm wondering if this one would fit. And then we could put the thankful on the card because it's a lot smaller. Yeah, let's do that. Shannon, you've run out of Wink of Stella. There we go. I like that. And then we'll add the thankful one to, because it's smaller, to the card. Just getting everything out of the way. I literally just shove it off my little mat here. So there's our little box with our little treats inside. I will leave it there for a second in case you want to do a screenshot, but I'm just going to add this, and I think I'm going to use glue dots. Now, still not really sure where to put it. There. it's decided. So there we have a cute little treat box and a cute, why is this not attached? There. A cute little treat box and card. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm just going to take this out of the way so I can do my picture. All right, so today is Monday. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, at 3 o'clock. I do appreciate it if you like or share this video. If you want to subscribe to my blog, mariannecowan.com, and then you will get my blog posts right into your inbox. I don't do a lot of advertising on there. Basically, I just advertise upcoming classes. And also the starter special that we have going on right now. And you can find out information about that on my blog. I'd love to have you join our team. It's the best deal in the catalog because not only is the starter kit a good deal and they have a special on right now, but you also get 20% discount on your products. So thank you for joining me. I hope you're joining me on my mission to make a card, send a card, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your long weekend. There's not much of it left, but whatever's left of it, do enjoy. Thanks and have a great day.